Look at this. Look at this. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the When we dry them up, too cool. Now go too deep, you know. Yeah, you have to watch Joe, you know. Our troops, see there? Apple cider vinegar and our troops. Come up right, make them get saturated in the gravy and all of that. On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how you can make some homemade iced tea in your very own home. And let me tell you something. The ingredients are so simple, you would never believe, because they're at your reach. I know they're in your cupboard. So, an homemade iced tea is always better than store-bought. When you spend enough time to let it steep and you make it with that love that you have inside of you, that passion in your kitchen, it's always better. Now today, I'm going to be giving a twist, because regularly you would just steep some tea bags, put a little lime juice, put your sugar, and you serve with ice. You know this is served with a lot of ice. But I'm putting a little twist to it today with something that I know you can find in your kitchen. I'm using a cinnamon stick and some ginger. That is healthy, the ginger and the cinnamon. You know you can't go wrong on that. So we'll be starting off this homemade iced tea with the cinnamon. I have smashed my ginger. Some people say they grate. But I want to ask you something. Do you find when you grate your ginger for making juices, liquid stuff, do you find it more stronger? I don't. When I smash it and I let it steep, or I draw my ginger, even for making tea, when I smash and I draw and let it steep, I get a stronger flavor. But talk to me in the comment section. Some people say when they grate. I've tried it. The grating works perfect for solids, like for baking and stuff. But for liquid stuff, I find when I smash, I get a stronger flavor. But share with me in the comment section. So I'll be starting off this with about 4 cups of water right here. And I'll be putting it on my stove top to come to a boil. Don't use the microwave. We're going to let it come to a steady boil. Slow, start coming up slow. And then when it starts to boil, we let it boil for about, start it at on a medium heat and starts boiling. And give it about 3 minutes on that boiling, slow boil. And to let all those flavors from the cinnamon stick and from the ginger, let it just come right out slowly, and then just infuse that water that we are supposed to use to make the base of our iced tea. And that has happened. I'll just come back. We are back, cooking fam, and look at this slow boil, slow and low, with all the flavors coming out from the ginger and the cinnamon. Okay, now that it is at that slow boil, we're going to leave it there for a little time. Now you're going to need to have your tea bags, yours of choice. I am not doing any ads, but this is the one that I like to use, so it's up to you. I am trying to make about 2 quarts, so I'll be using 5 of these. I will tell you further down in the video why I'm using 5 of these for 2 quarts of tea. So it is still boiling. Yeah. So we're gonna get our 5. So this is totally up to you. Use what you want. I remember I told you, making homemade iced tea can be the easiest thing, because you always have those ingredients, and you don't have to use the twist that I use. You can use some orange peel, you know, some dried orange peel, and you can take it and make it your own. So now that we have these and it's still boiling, we are gonna put them in there turn our stove off. You see that? You see that? So you leave these out and you want to cover. You also want to remove from the heat, leave it somewhere else. And so easy, so beautiful. You're gonna let that steep for the least 2 hours. Overnight, 6 to 7 hours is better. But in the interest of time, we're gonna let it steep for 2 hours. At that time, all the flavors will be released in this hot liquid, and it will just stay there and start cooling down on its own. Once it cools down, everything will be gelled together. When you see me next, we'll be putting together to get it sweetened. I'll tell you why I use 5 tea bags for just 2 quarts of tea. I'll catch you in the next clip. Okay, so it's about that time, fam, and look at the strength. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna squeeze all of this juice out of our 5 tea bags. Yep. Gonna get it all, that strength out. What is happening? Well, still a little on the warm side. Yeah. We're gonna get it out. We're gonna remove our cinnamon stick. Yep. And we're gonna be removing our ginger that has done its job already. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna be straining this off camera. I don't want to make too much of a mess. Now this is what the 4 cup of water and that gave us. So I'm going to be adding like about almost another 4 cups. Yeah. Because I'm going to be leaving room for some sweetening. Now I have here some lime juice that I freshly made. I'm going to stir it. And I'm going to be adding the juice of one of these, either sweet, some people say Sybil, but I don't think it's Sybil. Sybil orange and orange may not be the same. I don't think so, but I may be wrong. So I'm going to be adding, this is about a tablespoon and a half of this lime juice, and I'm going to be adding the juice of this sour orange. You see it? It's so juicy. So I'm going to get it all juiced out. Yeah, so the sour orange juice mixed with the lime, we want a lot of this juice in there to bring up the flavor of the tea bag and of the cinnamon stick and of the ginger. Remember, in the store-bought ones, I think mostly citric acid is used. So yeah, we got this going on. So I'm gonna strain this out and come back right in, as we need a lot of the citric juice. Okay, still a little warm because you know, yeah. Now I'm gonna be putting in some sweetener. My sweetener of choice is this brown sugar syrup. So this brown sugar syrup is 1 cup of pure cane light brown sugar. I'm looking at the bag right there. So I used 1 cup of it to 1/2 cup of water, and I dissolve it into a syrup. Now, flavors when it comes to sugar, brown sugar always have the best flavor. So if you want to go ahead and use your white granulated sugar, go ahead. But if you're not into sugar and you want to use your artificial sweetness, you want to use honey. Honey is fine. Honey is good. But I don't have honey. I would really opt for honey. Honey would make it so smooth and all of that. If you want to use your agave, do you. So I'm going to be putting in, not all of this though. So you see we maintain our color. We're going to give it a thorough mix. And we are going to taste it a bit. So we have gone ahead and we have used like about 1/2 or like 3/4 of this here. So we're going to put some of this together for you right now. Iced tea is not iced tea, whether store-bought or homemade, without this crushed ice. We're putting in some right now. crushed, cracked, you name it, and you want a lot, like seriously a lot. And I did say to you, it's very strong with the 5, but we're going to add a lot of ice, a lot of ice, and that will dilute the strength, and then you will have your iced tea. Iced tea is not iced tea without cracked or crushed ice. Let's go finish up this and come back to pour you some. Let's pour. Look at this. Look at this. A little extra lime juice, if you please, to give you that extra gig. And all of that. With your straws in. Look at this. Look at this. Give it a little mix. Give it a little extra mix. We may be too much at the top. Maybe we'll fill it up too much, but sometimes that's how it goes. And you just want to garnish with a little piece of fresh mint. Just a little piece of fresh mint. Oops. Let's get it done. They say 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. I don't know about you. I like having iced tea with just company. So therefore, from my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach, it is homemade iced tea done just for you. Have a sip with me. This extra last gig of lime has just fit that icing on top of this. We don't have the icing, but I can tell you, it's so good. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support. Remember to be you, do you. This is the only thing that can keep you rehydrated and in this time. Out in the backyard, on the front porch, glass of iced tea, a small calorie loaf or a slice of pound cake. What more could you ask for? Remember to make sure that you're subscribed. Please forgive me, I can't resist. Make sure that you're subscribed. When you do subscribe, remember to hit that notification bell. Press that option that says all. Therefore, you'll be notified every single time that I go live or post another video for you. Remember to support our merch. The time is up. We got a water bottle. We got our t-shirts. We got lots of, I think we have sleeveless, is it, camera girl? We have lots and lots of stuff. Show your girl some love. Give your girl some support. Remember to look in the description of this and all my other videos and lives. Look for that Patreon link. Click on it. Show your girl some love and all of that. Thanks for loving. But remember, most of all, to be you, do you. Most of all, love you. Some of this homemade iced tea in this hot, hot weather.